In Money Watch, the new jobs report from the Labor Department is due out tomorrow. Last month's job report was disappointing, to say the least, but some new data is out there that's showing that there could be a rebound. So let's bring in CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Morning, Jill.
Hello.
So tell us about this new report and what sectors seem to be hiring at this point.
Okay, so ADP measures private employers, so no government jobs reflected here, and the news was pretty decent. I mean, they said 63,000 new jobs created in the private sector, kind of a pickup after a weak-ish January, at least in the ADP report. The monthly government report was a little bit better than expected in January. And the sectors that continue to show real growth, we've talked about healthcare. Healthcare is just really consistent. And so in ADP, they lump together education and healthcare services, but it's really healthcare that is driving that. Saw a little bit of a pickup in some construction jobs, weather-related, and we saw job losses in manufacturing. So, look, I think that this is somewhat consistent with what we've seen with the government's report, which, as you said, is due out tomorrow. I know all eyes are on that, but, you know, it's just one report, right? Yeah. We don't want to go too crazy.
Yeah, the healthcare point that you make is important because, I mean, I always joke, I'm like, if I get fired, I can't go out and get a job in healthcare. I don't have those skills.
I know. I want to be a nurse so bad.
I know. You've called this economy that we're in sort of a no hire, no fire. So walk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, last year was a very rough year for the job market. Only 15,000 jobs per month on average. And so we didn't see a ton of hiring. And although layoffs get a lot of headlines, there was not widespread layoff, that, like a wave that you would see in a jobs recession. So it looked like last year that employers were kind of holding steady, waiting to see how tariffs and immigration were shaking out. We were concerned after the summertime, thought there was going to be a real pullback. I am somewhat encouraged by 2026 that in last month's jobs report, we saw 130,000 jobs created. And maybe this means that there's a little bit of melting away of anxiety. Of course, the jobs report that we're going to get out tomorrow will not reflect any of the Middle East war impact. So we don't know what that's going to do.
That's an important detail. Jill, you also posted a question on your blog, Jill on Money, and this was the question. Is the job market in a funk or is it just funky?
Do you think that is
funky?
I think it's more funky.
Okay.
I don't think we're in a funk.
Okay.
I think last year was a really strange year. And as much as we all have anxiety, oh, AI is going to replace us all, that is not evident in what we're seeing in the data so far. And, you know, interestingly, Kelly's alma mater, Harvard, had an analysis out about
Cambridge, as they call it.
Right. I mean, I went to college in Cambridge, whatevs. So not online, but true. So interesting about that is that they went out and they said to employers, is it AI that is really replacing jobs? And interesting response, which is the vast majority of respondents said, it's not that AI is replacing people, except for software, but the vast majority said, we're waiting to see in anticipation of AI, how it's going to play out. And I think that's yet another uncertainty that sits on top of the job market right now. But look, if we get what is expected, 50 or 60,000 jobs, the unemployment rate remains at 4.3%, wages are up faster than the inflation rate, I think that tells you that the job market is slowing down from 2 or 3 years ago for sure, but not dead. We are creating jobs. Net, creating jobs is a good thing.
Wow. All right. Really important stuff there. Jill, as always, my friend, thank you very much.
Sure.
Good to see you.
This Money Watch segment has been brought to you by AT&T Business. Connecting changes everything.